day guys, welcome back to my channel Principal Mathematics. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use completing the square method to solve a quadratic equation, to find the roots of a quadratic equation. And I have two questions here for you that will give you a good understanding. I just want you to keep calm and see the video to the end and learn something very good. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see other videos. Let us see how this goes. So we have, using the method of completing the square, find the roots of the equation. X squared plus 6x plus 5 equals to 0. X squared plus 12x plus 32 equals to 0. So I'm going to solve the first one. The I says x squared plus 6x is equals to plus 5 equals to 0. If you take a good look at this, this is a very nice and standard quadratic equation format. So the first step I'm going to do using completing the square method, I'm going to take this 5 to the right hand side. As simple as that. Very simple. X squared plus 6x is equal to, taking this to the right hand side, I have it to be minus 5. That's all. Very simple. The next step is half the coefficient of x and square it. What is the coefficient? I can call this my equation 1, I can call this my equation 2. So if I want to have the coefficient of x, first of all, what is the coefficient of x in equation 2? The coefficient of x is what? 6. So I'm going to half the coefficient of x, square it, and I'm going to add it to both sides. So I'm going to say, I'm saying half the coefficient of x and square it, all in equation 2. From equation what? 2. Coefficient of x is what? 6. So the half of coefficient of 6 is what? This cancel 3. 2 into 2 is equals to what? 3. And if I square it, I have it to be 3 raised to the power 2. So I say add 3 raised to the power 2 to both sides of equation 2. So I'm going to add this to both sides of this equation. So I'm going to have x squared plus 6x. So I add 3 raised to the power 2 equals to minus 5 plus 3 raised to the power 2. As simple as that. So I tell my students, you take this x, you take it on the first, you return your plus sign, you take this 3, or what? Square. This and this is the same thing. Equals to minus 5 plus 9. I have minus 5 plus 3 raised to the power 2 is what? 9. Is equals to what? 4. So I'm left with x plus 3 all square is equals to what? 4. So what's the next step? The next step is square root both sides. So I'm going to square root both sides. So if I square root both sides, I'm going to have x plus this raised to the power 2. This can cancel out. It's equals to plus or minus square root of 4. So this square can cancel out this square root. So I'm left with x plus 3 is equals to what? Plus or minus square root of 4 is what? 2. So therefore I have x is equals to, this comes to this side becomes a minus 3 plus or minus what? 2. So I have x is equals to, so I'm taking this because I'm looking for x, that's why I took this to the side, because this is the root of the equation x, and that's what we're looking for. And we have two signs. We're going to look for the plus and the negative. So now I have it minus 3, this is for the positive, plus 2 is equals to what? Minus 1. Or x is equals to minus 3 negative. I don't told you. So I've taken the positive, now I take the negative 2. This is equals to what? Minus what? 5. Minus 3 minus 2 will give me minus 5. Hence, x is equals to minus 1 or minus 5. This is the root of the equation, of this equation. So that is a very simple approach. Very simple. Check out for the next example and see, practice to get the step. You will still get it. So let us watch the next example. So the next one is x squared plus 12x plus 32 equals to 0. So I told you the first step is taking this to the right hand side. So when I do that, I have x squared plus 12x equals to minus 32. You got me? So the next step is halving this. Halving the coefficient of x and squaring it. And square it. So if I have the coefficient of x, I call this one the equation 1, I call this my equation 2. Coefficient of x there is what? 12, and I half it, I multiply by 2 when I want to half the half. And the half is what? 6, and I want to square it. I leave it this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 6 raised to the power 2 to both sides. That's the next step of equation 2. I'm going to add 6 raised to the power 2 to both sides of equation 2. So after getting the half of 12, I raise to the power 2 and I add it to both sides. Just take note of the step. So I have x squared plus 12x. This is it. Then plus, I add it, which is 6 raised to the power 2. Are you with me? This is equals to, I have minus 32, and I add this again, plus 6 raised to the power 2. So we're there. So what am I going to do next? I'll take my x, I told you. I'll take my x, I take my plus sign, I take my 6. Take my 6 and I all square, which is equals to minus 32 plus 36. So what do I have? Minus 32 plus 36 is equals to what? Is equals to 4. Yes. So I have x plus 6 all square is equals to what? 4. So what's the next step? I'm going to square root both sides because I want to make x separate of the formula. I want to get rid of this square here. So I'm going to do square root both sides. So if I square root both sides, I'm going to have something of this format. Plus 6 all square equals to plus or minus square root of 4. So this square can just get rid of this square. So I'm left with x plus 6 inside here is equals to, and square root of 4 is what? 2. So I have plus or minus what? 2. So therefore, x is equals to, taking this 6 to this part, I'm looking for the x, so I'll take 6 to this part, it will become minus. Minus 6 plus or minus what? 2. Therefore, x is equals to minus 6 plus 2, which is equals to what? Minus 4. Or x is equals to minus 6 minus 2, which is equals to what? Minus 8. So therefore, hence, x is equals to minus 4 or minus 8. This is the root of the equation. So you can take a look at this. Very simple. You can use it to solve any completing a square question you need. As simple as that. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I have more good videos with nice approach, ranging from calculus, all of them. So any video you want me to also make for you to give you the best approach, you can still comment on the comment box below. Remember to subscribe and still remain man of principle, principle mathematics. Thanks.